Wangala Festival. A festival where the sound of 100 drums echoes in the hills of Meghalaya, called the Garo Hills. It is the occasion when the tribals offer sacrifices to please their main deity Saljong, the sun god. The Wangala festival is a celebration of chum cultivation marked by spirited dances and music. It reflects the unity and joy of the Garo people, showcasing their unique cultural identity. But how did this indigenous tribe come into being in the hills of Meghalaya? When was the beginning of the Garo tribe? To understand the origins of the Garo tribes, we must trace their roots back to the 5th century to the hills of Tibet, situated to the southwest of China and sharing borders with India, Nepal, Burma, currently known as Myanmar, and Bhutan. In the Xinjiang province lived a group of people called Achak Mande, meaning hillmen. They thrived on communal living and appreciating each other's company. They were excellent at both farming and hunting, but farming was their primary source of food. The original language of the Garos belonged to the Tibeto-Burman language family. There is, though, no formal script for the language that exists today. Most of the age-old customs, beliefs, and traditions were passed down orally from generation to generation. In 400 BC, a troubling development took place as the fertility of farmlands started to decline. This was mainly due to a combination of climate change and overuse of the land. Additionally, the scarcity of water became a major contributing factor, forcing people to move and leave their homes in search of a better life. This indigenous group started migrating towards the south, which led them through the foothills of the Himalayas, Coach Bihar, and East Bengal. The Garos are the earliest human group that migrated into northeast India during the prehistoric period. Evidence of this is the Garo villages found across the Brahmaputra Valley and spread as far as the Chinwin Valley in Myanmar. The Garos migrated towards the fertile valleys of Assam and Burma during 1000 BC. Among them, the group was divided into two main groups. The first group settled down in the valley of Brahmaputra for a long time. They named the mighty river Amawari, meaning the Mother River. It is often put forward that the famous Kamakhya was a Garo shrine before it was stolen by the patriarchal Aryans during the reign of the Koch kings. They gradually moved towards the south and finally settled in the hills due to their perfect climate and fertile lands, currently known as the Garo Hills. The second group migrated west during the 11th century from Burma through Nagaland to Arunachal Pradesh. It is believed that the Garos living in Myanmar constantly came under attack by hordes of barbaric enemies, which compelled them to shift towards Nagaland and Manipur states. Presently, the Garos are an integral part of Nagaland and have a unique culture, along with the Kacharis, with whom they have historically maintained a close affinity by virtue of belonging to the same Boro race. The Garos of Nagaland also celebrate the Wangala festival and cherish their indigenous culture. Coming back to the Garo Hills situated in Meghalaya's western region, Thura town became the nerve center of the Garos. Previously known as Dura, late W.J. Williamson, the first assistant commissioner of the Garo Hills, called it Thura, and thus everyone started calling it Thura. During British rule in 1872, a very brave freedom fighter from Garo Hills, Pathogan Nengminja Sangma, played a major role in the anti-colonial resistance movement in northeastern India. He attacked the British officials along with other Garo warriors while they were sleeping during their occupation of the region. With the arrival of British missionaries in the mid-19th century, Christianity's gentle breeze began influencing the Garos' way of life, leaving ripples in their culinary habits, educational landscape, and sartorial choices. Now, the Garo Hills region is spread across 10,102 square kilometers, where more than 15 lakh people live in Meghalaya. As well, there are villages in Bangladesh where Garo tribes have also thrived. The only culture found in the world that promotes a matrilineal society where the groom lives with the bride's family after the wedding and the daughter inherits the property of the parents. If we speak of food, they have unique dishes like kappa, tangsek pura, nakampichi, wak kominda, etc. Garo Hills has also contributed immensely to Meghalaya's political landscape, with leaders like the first Chief Minister Williamson A. Sangma and P.A. Sangma, the first tribal person to participate in the presidential election, making an iconic impact. The road to success echoes the unity and spirit of the Garo people, the harmonious blend of nature, culture, and unity that defines this small yet remarkable tribe. From Mongolia to the plateaus of Tibet and to the hills of Meghalaya, their voices echo in the spirit of unity, enhancing the place they call home.